Next paper section will be presented by คุณพัฒกมลวัฒนพนิชครับ so she will talk and discuss about the piano students how they accompany trombone students or trombone instrument and in her research โอเคครับ
Thank you ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะสวัสดีนะคะ Good afternoon everyone My name is Phatkamon วัฒนพานิช I'm a master degree student from College of Music Mahidol University Today I would like to present my research a study of instructional content in piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance student in Thailand context I've divided my presentation into two sections. First, I'm gonna tell you about the overview of my research. Background of research question, purpose of study, expected benefit, literature review, and research methodology. And then the second part, I will focus on my research result and data synthesis and conclusion. First, because I'm interested in the art of piano accompanying, so I started to search for the information about it. And I found that the most mention of piano accompanying was vocal accompanying. And there are some information about strings and woodwind. While brass instrument were the least mentioned. So that made me interested to study about it. And at that time, I have been an accompanist for Mahidol Trombone Studio. So I decided to study about piano accompanying for trombone. And after that, because I think that it will be support my role as a trombone accompanist too, so I decided to study about specific on piano accompanying for trombone. And then after that, I continue to think in the education view. Okay, and I think about teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone. And I found that none of research have been mentioned about teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone. Then I wonder that if we manage or create the teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone class, what content are required to be in teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance student in Thailand context? This is a research question that led me to the investigation. With the proposed to study instructional content in piano accompanying for trombone and to present instructional content in piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance student in Thailand context. And I expect that my research and the information obtained from this research will be useful for instructor of piano accompanying, piano accompanist, and also instructor of trombone too. This research, I have reviewed literature which is divided into three parts, consists of information about piano accompanying, trombone, and about curriculum. In a part of piano accompanying, I have reviewed literature about history of piano accompanying and the role of piano accompanist, skill necessary to piano accompanying, qualifications of a good piano accompanist, and also teaching and learning piano accompanying. The second part is about trombone. I have reviewed about trombone as a solo instrument and then also trombone techniques. And the last point about curriculum, concept of the creation and development curriculum, subject curriculum, and how to decide the course content. All of this is the topic of information that I have reviewed literature before I collected the data. This research is a qualitative research, and using qualitative interview in the form of semi-structured interview along with studying from research document. And I selected the informants with a purposeful sampling, and there are totally 11 informants participated in this research. And I used the interview protocol, which is open-ended interview question, to be a guideline for interview. And before the real interview, I take the interview protocol to trial with pilot study first, and adjust some of questions to be more efficient for the real interview. And after I collected the data, I brought the information to analyze, interpret, and synthesize based on point of view, concept, and experience of the informant, along with the information from document study. And I classify the data into 4 points for data collecting and analysis, included difference between piano accompanying for trombone and other instruments, solo repertoire for trombone, and skills necessary to piano accompanying for trombone. And the last point is instructional content in piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance students in Thailand context. Now I'm gonna show you the result of this research in this 4 points. Okay, the first point about difference between piano accompanying for trombone and other instruments. It found that the difference of piano accompanying for each instrument depended on difference of composition or the repertoire and dynamics, tone, color, and balance of each instrument. And then about the sound that instruments make and the signaling. It means a communication between the accompanist and soloist. And the last point is also about characteristic and personality of each soloist too. And then I will go on to solo repertoire for trombone. In this research, I gathered a list of trombone solo standard repertoire which divided into 2 parts, consists of tenor trombone and bass trombone. The repertoire was divided into 2 parts, which is accompanied by piano and accompany a band or orchestra. And as an accompanist who are interested in piano accompanying for trombone, we should study and get to know these repertoires, and this information will be also useful to be used as instructional media in instruction, teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone, that teacher can employ this collection that I gather. And next, I will go to the 3rd point, result of skill necessary to piano accompanying for trombone. The data collecting from the interview and document study found that the necessary skills to piano accompanying for trombone consist of piano playing skill, listening skill, sight reading skill, singing skill, and also skills of note reading and playing composition modified from orchestra, ensemble skill, and also mistake is performance management skill. And the other skill, for example, communication skill, this is very important for being an accompanist. Communication in the way of music and also in the way of human skill. Okay, and also management skill too. It can be said that all of these skills are essential to piano accompanying for all instruments. However, in order to apply this skill, we need to consider diversity and difference in each instrument, depending on composition, repertoire that I told you before about the different nature of each instrument, different sound, tone, color, dynamics, and balance, signaling or even personality of soloist too. And the last point, the result of instructional content in piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance students in Thailand context. It found that the necessary instructional content in the piano accompanying for trombone course can be divided into two parts, consists of theoretical content and practical content. The theoretical content included knowledge of trombone. If we play with trombone, we have to know about trombone. And knowledge of trombone solo repertoire. And a study and analysis of trombone solo repertoire. Preparation and practicing. Knowledge of teamwork and good management. The qualification of a good accompanist. Okay. And in the part of practical content, can be divided into three sections. First, the contents of piano accompanying skill for trombone. Okay, this is the skill necessary for accompanying. Piano playing skill, sight reading skill, skill of note reading and playing composition modified from orchestra, singing skill, ensemble skill, and listening skill. And the second part is about the practical content of the role of piano accompanying as an actor. Being on stage, mistakes in performance management skill, and performing in different music stage. And the third part, the role of piano accompanying as an advisor. Being an accompanist, we should can coaching, and also we can teach the student that we play with each other. Okay, so this content necessary to teach the student to know about the coaching, commenting, teaching, communication, and listening as an advisor. And for instruction in Thailand context, it found that because a part of piano accompanying course existing in a group learning, so instructor need to consider a number of learners in a class, a number of time and duration of instruction, and also basic knowledge of each learner in group in a class. And then, moreover, the data collection show that instruction of piano accompanying could be provided in 4 styles, included theoretical section or lecture, a group discussion, practical section, and performance practice. And then I brought the data in the part of content and instructional style to synthesize, and this is the result. To show that which instructional style appropriate for presenting this content to students. The theoretical content could be managed by theoretical section or lecture and group discussion. And then the practical content could be managed by practical section and performance practice. Conclusion. So the conclusion of this research, contents are required to be in teaching and learning piano accompanying for trombone course for undergraduate piano performance students in Thailand context. Consists of theoretical content that could be managed by theoretical section or lecture and group discussion. And the second part is practical content could be managed by practical section and performance practice. However, in Thailand context, the teacher needs to consider about a number of learners in a class and a number of times and duration of instruction, and also basic knowledge of each learner in a class. Okay, in conclusion, appearing contents can be applied in instruction of piano accompanying for our instrument, but we need to consider about the issue of different of piano accompaniment for each instrument, which is different of composition, repertoire, the nature of instrument, about the sound, the tone color, dynamics, balance, or even personality of soloist, and also can be applied in all music schools, both in Thailand and abroad. However, teacher need to consider some factor and or situation that have on instruction and make a plan to handle it. It can be said that piano accompanying plays an important role in music performance and study. It's a necessary structure for instruction and music performance. If we want to develop music performance and study music school need to give importance to and stress on development of piano accompanying as well. Let students to get to know and understand the role of piano accompanying and offer materials and guidelines to students for applying as a professional. Okay, thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much. Do somebody have any questions? มีใครมีคำถามอะไรไหมครับภาษาไทยก็ได้
So just that point, no. So I know you because you've also done accompanying for horn, and you talk about in your research you have to adjust for different, like how do you play differently for a horn player than a trombone player, or maybe how do you play differently for trombone than you do for flute?
Okay. I shoot the trombone because different from. Okay, when I play, I think about the first thing is the sound started. The sound start. I mean, when I play with horn, when horn start to play, I have to predict the sound that come. So this is the main different thing for to play with each instrument. So for horn, I think it take more time than trombone sound when I play with. Yes, because I don't know about horn when they produce the sound. And trombone is take time less than horn. And about the flute, I think flute are mostly like singing for me. Yeah. So when flute play, the first sound will be okay, show up, and then I don't need to play it because I know that the sound will come up.
And maybe difference in
balance.
Accompany flute, like balance too. Like,
Yeah. This
you have to be
yes.
very careful
This
with brass. You can.
yes. This issue. I like to play with trombone and horn, or I like to play with brass because this issue, because I don't need to be careful with the sound. เพราะว่าเล่นกับ brass อะค่ะมันใส่ได้เต็มที่เลย we don't need to care about the dynamics, yeah. But sometimes when brass play the low note, this is I have to be careful the sound because the higher sound from piano can destroy the low sound of brass. So I have to support something like that.
I'm very interesting about your conclusion on one thing. Like you talk, if you want to develop about perform any instrument, but also must be concentrate to develop the piano accompanying.
Yes.
How about the situation in Thailand? What do you think?
I think now it's getting better and better because I think nowadays most of people in music career take the importance to accompany more than in the past. So I think now Mahidol University we have a accompanying program that I don't know what year started before. Okay, and I think after this, yes, it will be better and can be more developed. ค่ะ Okay ค่ะ
I think you should promote about piano accompanying more. It's very important because when
Yes, please.
I have one more question. It seemed like you enjoy accompanying. Do you enjoy accompanying? Like, if you can choose, do you accompany or do you play solo?
Accompany.
You enjoy accompanying. Why?
Because I feel like I play with friends. Yeah, and also I am a person that like to work with another. I feel like when I play with someone, or even if we will have some mistake, but I think this is challenging for me to catch up or to do something that okay we have to help each other, and then I like this situation more than soloist part. Yeah.
And the different skills too. Than so many piano players, they just only want to play solo. And so they sit in the practice room and practice Beethoven and practice, and they never think about playing with somebody else.
Yes,
and those piano players are always never good at companies. Because they've never had to listen to somebody else and play with somebody else. So I think it's a more, you become more complete musician when you accompany.
I different.
But actually, I think collaborate is a better word. You know, that's what you do. Like,
I think I can be more enjoyable when I play the music that don't have only piano sound. Yeah, but I have another instrument sound with me. Yeah.
มีคำถามอีกไหมครับ Any other questions?
Like, this is not really a question, but because as Andaran just say about like some, like I want to include it in the discussion because I think this is very interesting. Like you said about most of the pianists, they like to play solo. They like to like stay in the practice room, in the like square room, just practice all day long. I think this is quite like a healthy strategy for musicians to learn. Like piano is a solo instrument. I mean, they can stand on their own, but it's good that if we encourage pianists to play accompany so they can learn how to collaborate with others. So I know that a lot of musicians had faced the problem with depression because of the nature of our career. We easily get depression because of the competitive and the challenge in the career. But I think that also because we are isolated when we practice. So I think it sounds like a good thing to think about. It just come up into my mind that if we encourage people who play solo instruments such as, I call it solo because it can stand on their own, like piano or guitar, to play with other instruments. It could give them more time to as well like socialize and how to say engage with others. It sounds interesting. Just come to my mind.
Thank you. I think that can turn out to be another research.
โอเค
โอเคครับก็งั้นก็ so we would like to I would like to finish this section now. Okay.
โอเคค่ะ
Thank you very much.
สวัสดีค่ะ
And now we going to have 30-minute breaks, so you can take your coupons if you still not using.